Thank you.
It's back in the 1990s that you were the Commissioner of Corrections in the U.S. state of Georgia, and you were responsible for running the machinery of capital punishment. That experience still with you today?
It is still here. I still have nightmares. It's a very hard pill to swallow. It's the most premeditated murder possible. The manual was about that thick preparation that you go through.
I can tell from your words already that this is seared into your soul, this whole experience. So let us start at the beginning and figure out how on earth you got yourself involved in this element of the corrections business. Because as I understand it, you were a trained psychologist and you entered the world of corrections, the prison system, believing that you were there to help and to rehabilitate.
Yes.
So how on earth did you end up running death row and an execution chamber?
In the 70s, of course, I'd never been in a prison or jail, but in Georgia they had a brand new maximum security prison, which was called the Georgia Diagnostic and Classification Center. The only problem was that they didn't have a program, and so they hired me to develop the diagnostic and classification system as a psychologist. And they made me superintendent and warden of this institution. So,
and that was ultimately the institution and the facility that became the Chamber of Death.
yes, many years later.
So, listen, how did you get sucked into a system to the point where, having been a psychologist, having entered the system as somebody committed to rehabilitation, you ended up as the chief who was signing off on and running a system of death?
In the early 70s, when I started in corrections, the death penalty was unconstitutional. And it was later, in 74, that Georgia wrote a new law that was determined to be constitutional by the U.S. Supreme Court. But the actual executions didn't take place till many years later.